Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Drivecast. This is Drivecast episode 7. We haven't done one since around E3, shortly thereafter. This is the podcast where Dalton and I say hello, everybody.
Hello.
Just sit around and chat about whatever strikes our fancy. And this time, what strikes our fancy is the PlayStation Classic. I cannot get the goddamn memory card to work properly. So I cannot get, let's see if it check memory card 1, which, no. So why did it say checking memory card 1? Weird.
True to that.
It doesn't even recognize that there's a memory card plugged into one. So I guess I'm just going to have to start a new game. Anyway, the PlayStation Classic. This thing looks awesome. Essentially, what they're doing is, you know how Nintendo announced the NES Mini and did that, and then they did the SNES Mini?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's that, but for the original PlayStation. And it has an HDMI port on the back. It's about 45% smaller than the original PlayStation. So it's fairly small by comparison.
It should be a good size for it, I think, because the PS1 was a pretty big console for the time compared to the other ones.
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck is that buzzing? Do I have to do, what is that buzzing? It's driving me nuts. Okay, so I need to get my driver's license first. I don't remember how to do that. Is it a machine test? No.
Kind of a confusing UI.
Yeah, I don't remember. I know I need. There's my license. Okay. So the PlayStation Classic has is going to have 20 games, though only 5 of them have been announced so far, and I don't know why they only announced 5. Does that seem odd at all to you? Because it seems very odd to me.
Yeah, should have been more.
Yeah, why do you only announce 5 of them when you get... And there's plenty here to be excited for. The 5 are Final Fantasy VII, Jumping Flash, Ridge Racer Type 4, Tekken 3, and Wild Arms. So 2 RPGs, a fighting game, a racing game. I stopped way too early.
Yeah, it's a nice variety.
Yeah, and Jumping Flash, which is like a 3D first-person platformer thing.
Pretty big at the time.
Yeah, it was a kind of a big deal in the early days of the PlayStation, but once you got later on in the PlayStation's life cycle, I think people kind of forgot about it. So I guess that's a little bit of a weird inclusion. But this might key you in on why it was included. this thing does not come with a DualShock controller. It comes with a standard controller, which strikes me as a little bit of an odd choice.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, and one other thing that I really want to know about this is what does it display in 720p like the SNES? Like the SNES Classic and the NES Classic, or does it go full HD to 1080p? Obviously, I would prefer 1080p, but if it's the latter, that wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I mean, I guess either way, if as long as it's in HD, then
yeah,
that's all that matters to me personally. As long as it looks good.
Yeah, it is in HD. They just didn't say what HD, but they did say it's in HD.
Yeah.
It because it comes with a HDMI port on the back, which is how you plug it in, and you plug power in through a mini USB to regular USB cable, which, as I understand it, and don't quote me on this, as I understand it, it does come with the cable.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna shoot way the fuck past it. It does come with the cable, but does not come with the wall plug that you put at the end of the cable, which is a little weird. But what can you do?
Yeah.
Still really excited for this thing. I wish it came with a DualShock. I wonder if you're going to be able to get a DualShock separate, or if they're planning a second release that's like more DualShock heavy games.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to imagine this thing existing without Metal Gear.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's one of the ones they need to have. That's like a must-have for that.
And you cannot have Metal Gear without having analog control.
Yeah.
I would not play Metal Gear with a standard controller. With a D-pad. I wouldn't do it. That's not how you control that game. It never has been. And it's always been primary, like, and there are others that absolutely require the
games that require a lot more precision with the DualShock.
Yeah. But there are some that absolutely require it, like Ape Escape.
Oh yeah.
Ape Escape absolutely requires because it requires the second analog stick to control the net. So you need that to play that game. So obviously,
yeah.
If it only comes with that and you can't get that as a third option, obviously it can't come with Ape Escape.
Ape Escape's cool. It's been so long since I played that though.
Yeah. But there are so many games on this, on the original PlayStation, that you would consider must-have classics. So how on earth do you only pick 20? That's the question I think everybody's asking.
Yeah, because like everyone knows the ones that need to be on there, but there's also room to have some more like obscure games, I would say, or just something that would be kind of out of the ordinary.
Yeah. Well, I would say Wild Arms and Jumping Flash are a bit out of the ordinary.
Yeah, exactly.
Wild Arms is a damn good RPG, but when you think RPGs on that console, it's not one of the first ones that's gonna pop to mind. First,
Yeah, definitely.
like Final Fantasy 4, 8, 9, 7, 8, and 9. Even though I'm not a particularly big fan of 8.
Like most people.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that don't care for 8. There's a lot of people that do. I don't understand why some people love it so much. I think the story and writing is just piss poor. I think 9 and 7 are both better games, and I've always thought 7 was overrated, but not bad.
I just think because it's a lot of people's first Final Fantasy, they have these like strong like ties to it.
I gave
That's
you
why it's
7
everyone's-
for like your birthday or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if you played it. Alright, I passed.
And that's a game I wish I would have played when I was younger, though. I mean, I wasn't really that great at RPGs when I was a kid, though. Not gonna lie.
I don't know if I gave you any of the other ones, but I did give you that one.
Yeah.
I probably got it on sale at the time or something. But there's like, which Resident Evil do you include here?
Yeah, because it would have to be... that is hard, because, I mean, the 2 is a lot better than the original by far. So, I mean, I would say 2, but I can see them going for the first one, because the original didn't have DualShock support, because that came out pretty early on.
Yeah, there is a version of it, though, that does.
Yeah, that's the one I got. Well, I got both, the original and that.
Yeah, I've got the DualShock Special Edition with that basement mute or director's cut.
Oh, yeah.
With that basement music.
Oh, man, the infamously, like terrible as fuck basement score.
Yeah, using the loosest possible definition of the word music.
Like, it's literally just out of tune, like, just bizarre. Like, it's so bizarrely bad, and why they changed the music is beyond me. Because the original music's, like, perfectly fine. Like, I don't know why they even touched that, let alone turn it to that.
Yeah, it's bizarre. I wouldn't blame them for including either one of them. Didn't the original version of Resident Evil 2 come without analog support as well?
Yeah, I have both of those versions too. Like, one of them had, like, the one that does have DualShock support actually has like a sticker on the cover that says it has support for it.
Because I've got DualShock. You would need DualShock for it, but Silent Hill would be a huge game to include on this. The first one.
Yeah.
The first one's such a great horror game. It really is. The first 4 are really great horror games.
Oh yeah. I wish Silent Hill was on the PS Classic.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it might be, but if it is, I am hoping to God that they make it, that they've got a DualShock controller option for it.
Yeah, because that game really needs that extra precision, because that game, like, it controls very uniquely.
Yeah, you control the camera with one of the analog sticks in.
Yeah.
The camera controls are a bit fucky, but hard to imagine it without the camera controls. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A lot harder.
Yeah. You gotta have at least one Crash game on it. And you got 3 big ones to choose from. And I would say 2 or 3 would be fine. But I think you're going to get 2 or 3, and then people that are a bigger fan of the other one is going to be pissed they didn't include it. So like, oh man, 3's better than 2. Why didn't you include 2, not 3? Or 2 is better than 3. So on, yada yada.
Yeah.
And that's another one where you kind of want the analog control for a 3D platformer, because Analog control just works better in a 3D platformer.
You got that right. Holy crap. That's why using keyboard and mouse for those games is still kind of shitty.
Yeah, I would argue that a controller is a must-have for
Oh yeah,
typical platformers. I would much rather have a Dual Shock for a platformer than a mouse and keyboard. PC is better for a lot of things. That's not one of them.
If it's like a first-person platformer, that's another story. But for third-person, it's like, oh man, it's completely better with analog support.
Yeah. But, see what other... Symphony of the Night. Castlevania, Symphony of the Night. You have to have Symphony of the Night.
Definitely, yeah. You can't not have that on there.
And you're going to have to deal with Konami to get that one on there, but given how they love to pimp out that game, it wouldn't surprise me. Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, true.
Given how they love to pimp out that game, it wouldn't surprise you if they'd be willing to put it on this thing.
Yeah, because it's coming out for the PS4 here soon, I think.
Yeah, it's getting a 1080p and 4K remaster with along with another one.
Yeah.
What was the other Chronicles? Was that it?
I'll have to check it or something.
Because there are 2 games included with that package, and I don't remember what the other one is. It was another PlayStation era one, I believe. It was, or was it the remake of Rondo of Blood?
Oh yeah, that's it.
Because Rondo of Blood is supposed to be a damn good one too. I haven't played it, but it's supposed to be really good. Let's see.
Apparently, I read that they're using the PSP version as the base.
Let's see, what else do you definitely need, at least one Spyro game.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I would love to see Tony Hawk or Gran Turismo or both. But the problem with both of those is licensing.
Yeah, it's true.
There's a lot of licensing involved in both of those. So, if you can't get all the licensing for that, is it better to have a gimped game than not to have it at all?
I mean, I would say it'd be better not to have it if it's going to be shitty. Because then you're just wasting that idea and concept.
Yeah. Part of what made Tony Hawk was the fucking music.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you had what was it, Guerrilla Radio on the intro to Tony Hawk 2 from
yeah, I think so.
From Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
And
fucking Dead Kennedys and shit like that.
Tonight's the night we get the truck, gonna go downtown and beat up drunks.
Hell yeah. Ride, how we ride.
I'm trying to remember the next line. It was something. We've got nothing to fear. It's the late shift. We got nothing.
Yeah, no one to fear and ride.
Ride how we ride.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Fucking, I love that. Fucking, yeah. And then it had Bad Religion on it, too. There's a place where everyone can be happy. It's the most beautiful place in the whole fucking world. It's made of candy canes and lots of choo-choo trains and the meanest little boys and all the little girls. And you know, I wish that I could go there. I should stop singing. You guys don't want to hear me sing. But yeah, that Bad Religion song, With You, I think it's called.
Top tier soundtrack. Yeah, it's like one of the best.
And it had
Games.
Running in a Cyclone. You remember that?
Yeah.
You got me running in a cyclone. fucking, what would Tony Hawk be without the awesome music? It'd still be fun.
It would definitely lose some of its charm and flavor, I think.
Yeah, but you gotta talk Rage Against the Machine and go, so how much do you like capitalism today? You guys liked capitalism a lot back in the day, or secretly behind the scenes while, railing against it, because you're like, yeah, put our song in your game. So how do you like it today?
That's great.
Let's see, what else would be must-haves?
I mean, definitely Metal Gear Solid, but you need DualShock for that.
Yeah, you need DualShock for Metal Gear Solid, but that's absolutely a must-have. Medal of Honor would be cool.
Yeah, that's true.
Medal of Honor 1 or Underground. They control like crap, but god damn it, the level design and the sound design and the music are all still really fucking good.
Oh, yeah. I think they still hold up once you get past the controls.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't mention this. If you haven't checked out the channel in a while, a few days ago I put up my video review of the first Halo. And I am reminded of that because I brought up Medal of Honor just now. I had originally posted on the Facebook page I was going to post a poll between 3 games. Those 3 games were the first Call of Duty, the first Medal of Honor, and the first Halo. And turns out I can only post a thing with 2 options, right? And that is, and those wound up being Halo and the first Medal of Honor. And Halo won, so I did a video review of that. And on October 28th, which is, well, I might as well just stop now because that's going to fail me. October 28th, which is the 10th anniversary of Fallout 3, I have a huge, massive video review of Fallout 3 coming to the channel. It's an hour and 42 minutes long, so grab your popcorn because it's a fucking marathon. Beyond that, we got this, and I'm trying to get another podcast. Beyond that, there's going to be a review of Portal 2. It won't be nearly as long or as in-depth, but there will be a review of Portal 2. That aside, we'll probably do some Gang Beast or something to pass the time now between whatever this and whatever major Let's Play we decide to do, and I'm still trying to get a hold of Eric to record a podcast. That's channel news. Back to the PlayStation Classic. What more obscure games would you like to see on it?
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. So I'm trying to think of something that would appeal to a lot of people and also be kind of like a cult game at the same time.
Yeah, well, you got plenty of RPG options there.
Oh, yeah.
Because RPG options will appeal to a lot of people that want to buy this, because people bought the PlayStation for RPGs. A lot of other things, too, but RPGs was a big one.
I would say Driver.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool. Did you know there was a PC version of that?
I did not. That's news to me right now. Holy crap, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there was. I didn't know that either until I was watching a video. I'm a little bit surprised I didn't send it to you, but it was a guy building a high-end Windows 98 machine. And he put a Voodoo 5 in it, and he played Driver.
Oh, damn.
on the PC, and I'm like, there was a PC version? There's also a PC version of Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, that's right. Wonder how they are, how they perform.
I don't know, never played them. But I'm the Metal Gear fanboy.
Oh hell
I'll
yeah.
admit to that. I'm a Metal Gear fanboy.
Is Parappa the Rapper on there?
Parappa the Rapper being included on this would not surprise me. It was a big deal.
Oh yeah. Or Oddworld or something.
Oddworld was a big deal. Yes. Would love to see that because I never got to play it. Legend of Legaia would be cool. That's kind of a pipe dream, but I like that game a lot. Legend of Dragoon. Would love to see that. Would love to see Sony do a sequel to that fucking game, but Legend of Dragoon would be awesome.
Maybe one of the Persona games. Maybe I'm getting way too.
Persona 2, 1 and 2 did come out on that system.
Yeah. I mean, that could be a possibility.
It would be nice to get Persona 2 because we'd get the original version of Persona 2 Innocent Sin, which did not come out in the United States.
Oh, that's right.
Eternal Punishment did. I own Eternal Punishment, but Innocent Sin did not. Star Ocean 2 would be cool. The original was a very technically advanced SNES game. If I remember right, it was an SNES game that had surround sound on it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's mind-blowing, isn't it?
That's hard to think of at the time.
Yeah. But the sequel came to the PlayStation 1 and was well received and well liked. I got my license. All right. It was well received and very well liked. I wouldn't be surprised if that got included, since Square Enix is already on board. Xenogears would be cool.
Oh yeah.
That was a very good RPG.
Never got to play that.
It's worth playing. Not enough. God damn it. It's worth your time. It's a very good game. I have I own it for the original PlayStation. It's the only Xeno game that I have played, but that would be cool. There was an awesome action game called Apocalypse that would be fun.
Oh yeah, I heard of that.
Bruce Willis was in it.
Yeah, I remember seeing gameplay of that before.
And it was, you basically play Bruce Willis fighting the four horsemen of the apocalypse. How awesome is that?
Wasn't it like fully voiced by him too?
Yeah.
And his voice acting is horrible.
Yeah, and it was, System of a Down was in it for some reason.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was. Oh, I can't remember what song it was. It was off their first album.
I don't remember what song it was either, but they were in it. I remember that. And it was like you would run across and there would just be like this big billboard in the middle of the city that was playing their music video for whatever reason.
I think it was War, the song War, from what I remember. Because I remember it uses footage from like one of their performances or something.
Yeah. But that was there was another game that was very similar to it called what was it called? 1, I think. It played pretty much exactly the same, and beyond that, I don't remember anything about the story. I just remember playing it.
Yeah.
And it was pretty fun. Parasite Eve would be cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
The game was great. It's a strange mix of RPG and like
Resident Evil meets Final Fantasy, basically.
Yeah.
Has some cool enemies in that game.
Yeah. What was the big racing series? It's like F-Zero.
I can't remember.
I can't remember either. God damn it. It was a big deal back then, and I can't remember what the fuck it was called. That whole genre has kind of faded into obscurity. There was one on the N64 as well that was, I think it was Extreme G, I think it was called.
Yeah.
That was a pretty big deal at the time. And I remember the tagline for it was G-Force meets G-String. So,
Gotta love
you know
it.
how they were advertising it.
Oh, yeah. Can't go wrong with that.
That sucked. At least I got credits. No, I don't want to skip the qualifier. I want to just exit out entirely and do that again. What else? What was it called? I'll be damned if I remember. That buzzing is driving me nuts.
Yeah, I wonder what that is.
I don't know. I just hope it doesn't make this stupid thing unlistenable.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can hear it in the chat or not. There's only 2 people watching. Usually there's almost nobody watching when I stream anyway. Twisted Metal. Oh my god, you have to have a Twisted Metal.
Yeah.
You have to have a Twisted Metal. I would
Gotta
suggest
have that.
2.
2 or 3.
With 3, you have to pay Rob Zombie, though.
Oh, that's right.
It had, what the fuck was the Rob Zombie song that was overplayed into fucking oblivion? Dragula.
Yeah, that's right. Can't forget that.
One of them also had a instrumental version of one of White Zombie's hits.
Well, like Sunco 69 or whatever it's called. Sunkiss 69.
It was that one that's got like the fake orgasm at the beginning.
Oh, I can't think of it.
Yeah, but you know it's what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it had that one in one of the games. But yeah, you definitely have to have a Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal is fucking awesome. And you can go with 1 or 2 would be my suggestion, but I would prefer 2 because it's a better game, but I wouldn't be too mad about 1 because I did play a lot of 1. I was actually good at it at one point.
Oh yeah.
I beat it quite a few times with every character back in the day. It was a short game too, so it was easy to do, and I'd suck at it now.
Yeah, don't worry, that's how I am with a lot of stuff.
But it was fun. I enjoyed it. Fuck you. Fuck you, you passing me, bitch. Yeah, there. I finished the first lap in first place. What you gonna do now, bitch? Probably pass me on this lap. Man, I missed the rear view mirror. I think that's only in 2. When it's outside of the car view. I can't believe I just slid in the dirt and am still in first place. Maybe one of the Street Fighter Alpha games would be cool.
Yeah, that's right.
Because those were a big deal on the original PlayStation. Joke suggestion: Master of Terragazi. You could play as the Tusken Raider whore.
Yeah, right. Oh man.
I can't believe Terragazi is fucking canon in Star Wars now.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, because they bring it up in Solo.
Oh god.
Have you seen Solo?
Not yet. Honestly.
It's a movie that exists.
It exists and it's there for money, and
You could basically
forget
read the Wikipedia article on Han, and that's basically the plot of the movie. You laugh, but I'm not even kidding. Apart from a few dumb decisions they make and bringing a certain character back.
Oh, yeah, I saw that scene.
Should be fucking dead.
Yeah, I saw that scene and I was like, why the fuck is he in this?
I'm not going to spoil it, but it's a character who should be dead.
Yeah, I hate when like people do that with characters in series or franchises. It's like Dragon Ball Z or something.
Yeah. And there was no explanation given for why he isn't dead. I don't know where the explanation might be, but he should be dead as shit. Beyond that, it's fucking forgettable is what it is. There's one droid that exists to be social justice incarnate, and she sucks. Just as much as you think she sucks.
Because you gotta have that. You gotta have those characters represented, you know?
Yeah. Imagine the stereotypical, obnoxiously loud, black female stereotype kind of character. You know what I'm talking about?
I didn't know it was that type of deal.
Yeah, and then inject that with ungodly amounts of social justice. That's this character. And it's just as bad as you think it is.
Just there for the sake of being there, sort of thing.
Yeah. Let's see. Was the Pod Racer game on this system, or was that an N64 exclusive?
I think that was only on the N64.
I know this did get a Episode 1 game that was a big deal. It also got X-Wing or TIE Fighter or something.
Like one of the Rebel Assaults.
Yeah. That would be interesting to see on this. I mentioned Legend of Dragoon earlier and Legend of Legaia. I'd love to see that.
It'd be cool to see Doom on it. They wouldn't.
Yeah, the PlayStation version of Doom would be amazing because that's so if you haven't played PlayStation Doom, I'd highly recommend it. It's very, very good. It provides a different experience from the normal version of Doom. It rebalances the difficulty of the original game. It gets rid of a few, one or two monsters. Most notably, it gets rid of the Archvile.
Unfortunately.
The Revenant has much slower rockets. Some Doom 2 monsters appear in Doom 1.
Which is cool. And the music's a lot different and different vibe, and it's really good too.
It changes some of the larger levels to be smaller, probably because the PlayStation was so limited in what it could do. But it also makes other smart changes to it. There's a new level or two, which is cool. It's got a new ambient soundtrack, which is awesome and creepy and gives it a whole horror vibe that the original game doesn't have.
It's done by the same guy who did the music for Doom 64.
Yeah, Aubrey Hodges.
Yep.
And his work is really, really fucking good. The soundtrack, it also reworks all the sound effects. So you get new gun sounds, new breathing sounds, new enemy sounds, everything. And it sounds really fucking good. PlayStation Doom is awesome. And it's also got an early version of dynamic lighting.
Oh, yeah.
With areas that have colored lights that give them kind of a different vibe. It's very, very cool. How dare you! You're going to beat me, you fucking homo! Get your ass back here! God damn it, he beat me. How dare you! Yeah, PlayStation Doom would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the system really wasn't known for its first-person shooters.
Yeah, not really.
Annoying stick.
Oh, yeah. That's right, I forgot about that.
Yeah, they wouldn't put fucking annoying stick on it.
Oh man, if they did, they would make a meme. They'll make that out of a meme. Turn it into one anyway.
Yeah, annoying stick.
Game of the Year edition. Now with a gold stick DLC.
Yeah, speaking of which, I'm wondering if there's going to be like you can download more and put them on here, or if you want one point of contention that a lot of people have with this is the price, where the NES Mini was $60, the SNES Mini was $80. This is $100.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Do you have a problem with it being $100, or do you think that's fair?
I think it's pretty fair, but
given the prices of these games, like collect them all individually, you'd probably be paying over $100 just to get them all individually.
Yeah.
So in that sense, I think it's a fair deal. But 100 is asking a fair bit. But there is one thing that this system that is a deal with this system that isn't a deal with the other two, and that is storage. PlayStation games are much larger than SNES and NES games. Much, much larger.
Oh, yeah.
You could probably fit the entire NES library on one PlayStation disc. Like Final Fantasy VII, which is included with this, is a 3-disc game. So you're looking at probably somewhere between 1.5 and 2 gig for that one game.
Yeah, it's a lot different than freaking the Super Nintendo in terms of size.
That might be why this is more expensive. Is it takes a lot more to store it all.
Yeah.
I can't say that for certain, and god damn it, that is annoying. I can't say that for certain, obviously, but that might be why.
Yeah.
So the price doesn't really bother me much. I'm going to get it regardless, because the PlayStation 1's my favorite console of all time. So you say, hey, we're doing the SNES Classic, but the PS1, and I'm already on board, and oh god, that sucked. I sucked at this corner. I sucked even worse at this corner. I literally hit the fucking wall. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, the price doesn't really bother me that much. Like, you like PlayStation Classic, okay, I'm already on board. Even with the only 5 games are announced, and I'm not a big fighting game guy, and I know I do a series called Drivecast, but I'm not a big racing game guy either. So,
Yeah, same here.
Ridge Racer doesn't interest me too much. Tekken doesn't interest me too much, but and I already own Wild Arms and Final Fantasy VII on disc, so I'm still buying it.
I'll probably get it sometime too. Down the road.
Yeah. I'm excited for it. I think it looks awesome. I want this thing so bad. It's probably going to be a lot of fun to play. Like, just to have that. And if it does not come with the full boot up sound with the PlayStation, because I love the PlayStation boot up sound. It is so aesthetically pleasing.
Oh yeah.
I love, I would always turn on my stereo before I turned on the PlayStation just so I could hear the full fucking thing, you know? I love it. And I'm so nostalgic for it. So I want it to make the full sound every single time I turn it on. I'm going to get first place. I'm going to get first place. I'm going to get first place. Yes! First place. But that would be awesome. Other than that, I want to know if they're doing a DualShock version of it later on, or if this comes with a DualShock, like you could buy one separate or what. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if they're doing this version and then a DualShock version later on with another selection of 20 games, I'm down for that too. How did I do in the standings? I don't know if you're excited for it, dude, but I certainly am.
Oh, I am too. Yeah.
You want to go ahead and
Stunning.
call? You want to go ahead and
Oh,
call
yeah.
this episode or what?
Yeah, because how long's it been going on?
About 50 minutes.
Oh, is that how long you wanted it?
Yeah, that's fine by me. If I can keep these under an hour, I usually prefer to.
Yeah.
That lets me upload it to Daily Motion as well. I'm almost caught up on BitChute. I have one more episode of Let's Play Portal 2 single player to upload, the Halo review, and then this. And this will be the last one to play catch up, and this will probably go up in a couple of days on there.
Yeah.
And then I will finally be caught up, and I'll be able to upload them simultaneously to both sites. So I'm looking forward to finally being done with that. Why won't it recognize the fucking video memory card? Not enough space. God damn it. Okay.
Oh shit.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Thank you everybody for watching this episode of Drivecast. Please like, comment, subscribe down below, ring the bell to make sure you get updates from this channel, and share this video if you could. It'd be greatly appreciated. We'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks everybody, and goodbye.
Goodbye.